Hey everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat channel, and about a week ago, guys, one of my fellow subscribers was talking about how Duel Monsters has changed since he's coming back into the game, and the playing style and how people play nowadays compared to a couple years ago. And I brought this up to some of my friends, and we started talking about overextension, how players nowadays they just overextend their resources a lot more often, I guess you could say. Now, it's one thing, mind you, if you're trying to make a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon or, some weird fusion type monsters, just for fun. If it's a fun deck and that's the main objective of your deck, then that's completely fine. Maybe to make Red Eyes Meteor Dragon or something like that. That's fine. If that's the objective of your deck, go right ahead and do that. That's not what I'm talking about, wasting resources. What I'm talking about is things like when E-Dragons were around. When you played against E-Dragons, you could tell when you faced a good E-Dragon player and a bad E-Dragon player. A good E-Dragon player always had their cards in hand. They will always constantly gain advantage. A bad E-Dragon player, they would waste all their dragons and they go, oh, we turn from a different dimension just to win. That's how they would win. They wouldn't. You could tell if you played against dragons enough, you could tell when you faced a good player and a bad player. But people just seem to want to overextend their resources more. I faced a Cyber Dragon deck recently that the guy just made Cyber Twin Dragon, wasted all his resources doing this and that, making two Cyber Twin Dragons, and he looks like he's gonna have game, and then he runs into Mirror Force, and then he loses because he didn't have a Forbidden Lance or anything to back up those twin-headed Cyber Dragons. I just noticed that players waste their resources more, and I wanted to ask you, my fellow subscribers, if this is just me noticing this, or is this something that's been happening for many, many years. I personally believe this has been going on for many, many years, but it's just maybe just now I'm starting to notice it more and more because decks have become more faster, more OTK, and look at pendulum summoning especially. That's a type of, when pendulum summoning takes full effect in the TCG, probably by the end of this year or early next year, you have your two pendulum monsters out, and then you're going to be dropping your entire hand, 3 or 4 monsters. And then if you run into a Mirror Force or something like that, or Torrential Tribune, well, you just wasted all your resources and you have no way to gain resources back. I just feel that the game is starting to become more people are just wasting their resources and not calculating, how to use their resources to the best of their ability. Now, this is not true for all Yu-Gi-Oh players out there. This is just for a few people I've noticed when I play online and when me and my friends were discussing this topic and talking about pendulum summoning and how that's even probably going to double the aspect of people wasting their resources until pendulum summoning becomes better or good and it's not just a negative. You get a positive benefit out of doing it. But that's another topic for a different day. But I just wanted to ask you guys, am I the only one that's noticing this, or is this something that's been going on for many years, which I believe it has been? But I just wanted to see if you guys felt the same way, that people overextend their resources more than they used to, say, back when fusion monsters were around or something of that nature. But till next time, guys, take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I look forward to seeing your responses on how you feel about this. Do you believe players overextend their resources more? They waste their resources more than they used to a couple years ago, probably 5-6 years ago in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. But till next time, guys, take care, everybody. Seto Kaba, I'm out of here, guys.